My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Dog down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't check no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. I be rushing mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert to throw right away. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
He's got a man complete. The 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 72 yards. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. They go play action now. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. A give to Etienne running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, Lawrence. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On the counter, Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Etienne once more. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bullet high. Hey, we got to
ETN up the middle. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he... Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And some room to work. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Caught by Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll get this up to about the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
In motion goes the tight end. On third down, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
After the sack on first down, Herbert pushes him over. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now it's Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 56 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants him to finish this one.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spend in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Herbert eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the number. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a give to Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. It's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Herbert throwing again, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters.